Hey everybody, how's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be doing a video on the 1964 D quarter. I've got one right in my hands here, and we'll be talking about some of the errors and varieties that are going to make this coin worth a lot more than its regular value, which would be a 90% silver coin. So as of now, that might be like $4 or $5, but these values, as you'll see, range way past that. I'll be using this as an example to show you where on the coin to look for these errors, and there's a lot in this case. And then we'll go to a PowerPoint presentation. I have photos of the errors and we'll talk about the prices. So let's get right into the video and show you where on the coin to look for them. And here we've got the 1964 D quarter, and some of the, this is not the error, but some of the errors will be found on the front of the coin, especially in God We Trust. And then we go to the back of the coin, and we'll see that there's the mint mark, the D right below the wreath there. There's going to be a repunch mint mark, or a variety of those actually. There's going to be a double die reverse that will be found in the E pluribus unum and then the United States. And then there's also going to be a totally different type C reverse, and that will be found based off of a variety of markers throughout the coin. So I'll explain those all in the PowerPoint presentation as well as their values. And here we've got the 1964 D first error. There's a wide variety today, but this one is going to be a double die obverse, and I think the best place to look for it, like the plain 1964, is just in this R here. There's a clear split serif, especially in the bottom, and that's just a good way to check for it, though there is kind of some doubling throughout the other lettering. This one, in terms of pricing, is pretty good, $50 to $150 when it's either a little bit circulated or, just not a really pristine looking coin. Mid-State 65 jumps to $450, so that's a significant find. Similar in terms of having a higher mid-state grade, but a little bit better in the lower grades is the double die reverse coin of the same 1964D. It's very clear in the America, there's just bars clearly delineating that this is a double die, split serifs, and just kind of continued separation between the doubled letters. You can also see strong separation in the E and E pluribus unum. But yeah, $100, $150 in the lower range goes to $300 in mid-state 65. There's also a lot of repunched mint marks. Now, I don't know why on the right, this one in AU58 went for $300, so clearly shows for some repunched mint marks, there can be quickly ranging values that get expensive fast. On the other hand, the one to our left seems like it's even a little bit more separated, but commands less of a value. So anyways, just look for the repunch mint mark. And then finally, the type C reverse is a really cool one. The best way to look for it, I would say, is based off of the leaf. And if it is clearly separated and touching the arrows from the leaf in back of it, and then that leaf is also well designed. So as you can see, that's the bottom right image, and you're going to want to look for, again, that second leaf in the background showing through strongly, as well as clear separation between the leaf in front of it. There's also kind of differences in terms of how the A is sharp and not touching the main leaf, and there's also just separation between the E and the S slightly more than the type A, but not super noticeable. Anyways, that brings us to the conclusion for the 1964 D type C and just in general errors to look for. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and get in touch with me on my website, treasuretownYT.com, Facebook, TreasureTown, Instagram @TreasureTownYT, or Twitter @TreasureTown_YT, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my future vids.